Hello. Hi, everyone. This is Lisa. Lisa bringing love and light to everyone who is listening here today. Thank you. I want to take the time to thank everyone for supporting my YouTube channel and also for sharing it with others. I really appreciate that. Today, I want to talk to you about not only grief, but we're going to discuss. Today is a brief discussion about healing, uh, healing your mental and physical health from issues. I'm sorry, from issues related to grief. And this is very difficult and it takes time. As I said in one of my prior videos, it's just like a baby learning to walk. The child does not get up and just start walking. That baby will take a step, fall down, get up again, take another step, and fall again. And then one day, the baby will just start walking. And that's how you have to handle grief related to losing a loved one. It's very difficult. The other day, for the first time in a long time, I was driving and I felt this overwhelming grief come over me. There was a song that came on the radio that reminded me of my grandmother's house. I used to sit outside with my grandmother. Um, my grandparents had a farm in North Carolina, and she used to have a pot of beans. And I don't know if you guys are familiar with. I'm pretty sure some of you are. And you snap off the ends of the beans in a pot. I used to sit on a front porch with my grandmother and do that. And it would be when the sun would be going down. And back then they had a radio on the porch, and it would be playing all the music that I hear on 99.1 FM today when I'm driving. And some of those songs remind me of that time that I had with my grandmother. So it really made me think of my grandmother and, brought tears to my eyes. And then I thought about my mom passing away, and then the grief started to overcome me while I was driving. So I still have moments of grief. And it's okay because even though it's been 3 years, it's okay because it's my mother. It's a huge loss. And for those who are listening who have lost loved ones, it's a huge loss. It's not easy. There's nothing easy about any of this. So don't be too hard on yourself. Let yourself feel the pain. Let yourself go through it, because at first I didn't want to feel the pain. I didn't want to cry. I didn't want to feel any of this. I just kept asking God to bring her back. Let things be the way they used to be, but better. But the reality had to sit in that she's gone. And that's one of the stages that I had to deal with, and it was very difficult. And all these stages are difficult, but some stages of the grief is even harder, more difficult than the others. But let yourself feel the pain. And it's important. I have a small outline here. So one of the things I want to say in this video is that if you need time alone because you're having a difficult time due to the grief, then set boundaries with other people. It's okay to set those boundaries. At first, I was feeling guilty about setting those boundaries, but it was necessary. It's important for my mental and physical health because I found myself getting sick from all the death. Because it wasn't, as I said in prior videos, it wasn't just my mom. It was just about 10 people during the shutdown that passed away. And it was overwhelming because it was like a domino effect. One person died, and then boom, boom, all these people are passing away. We're in a shutdown. We can't do anything. Zoom services, etc. And it was too much, really. But one day at a time, nothing ventured, nothing gained. And just take care of yourself. So if you have to set boundaries with other people, do so. Just tell them you need time alone because you need to heal yourself. And it's important because if you don't take care of you, then you can't do anything else. You can't go to work, you can't take care of family, kids, etc. if you're not okay. So the priority is yourself, making sure that you take care of your mental health and your physical health. and take the time that you need. And one way that I had to learn this is through setting boundaries. And sometimes people are not going to like the boundaries that you set, but it's necessary. It's important to set those boundaries because you have to take care of you. It's only one you. If you fall apart, that's it. And it's important to take care of yourself and set those boundaries so that you can be a better you. And, that's what I needed to do. And I did what I had to do. And some people who didn't understand those boundaries, I had to cut them out of my life. That wasn't easy either because I'm a person, I like to, compromise and resolve conflicts and situations. But that is a resolution. If a person can't meet you halfway and understand that you need these boundaries in place, then you have to do what you have to do. In my case, I had to cut them off. Some people who did not understand where what I was going through and where I was at that point with this grief process. But those who are listening who have gone through this, they do understand what I'm talking about here. So make sure you set boundaries. That's important. Allow room for you to feel the pain, which I said before. I have a little outline, so I make sure I cover, some points here that's important for those who are in a state of depression and who are hurting. Allow yourself to feel that pain, but don't stay in a place of pain forever because, you have to be in that space and then eventually allow yourself to come out of it. And as I always say on this channel, whatever state you are living in, you're residing in, get onto the computer, Google, and find out the grief counseling in your area and make some phone calls and then talk to some therapists and see who, you know, is good for you. And you can sit and you can have that discussion. I do a lot of my therapy sessions by Zoom. Everybody's doing a lot of things by Zoom today. It's easier than driving to a specific location. So you can set that up and, try out different therapists and see who fits with you and then go from there, baby steps. And also grief counseling groups, because there are other people out there. You're not the only one who is experiencing this. There are other people out here who are having all these different emotions and feelings and situations due to grief, losing a loved one. So you're not by yourself. Don't think that this is only, you know, you you're going through it. It's not, other people are going through this as well. Take time out for yourself, as I said before, and just do things that make you feel good. If you love music, like I do from the 80s and 70s, 80s, 90s, a little bit of the 90s, but music that I grew up with, that helps me. That keeps my grandparents' memory alive. It keeps my mom memory alive. Just talking about them, storytelling. Write down how you're feeling as well. Manifestation is what I talked about also in my prior video. Is just manifest what you want your life to be today, how you want to get over this, how you want to grow from it. Because you never get over it completely, but you can get through it, is what I'm saying here. And like I always tell everyone, I'm not a therapist. I don't have a degree in therapy. I do have a degree, but not in that line of work. However, I do have the experience of the grief because I've gone through so much of it. And what doesn't kill you makes you stronger. And then once I get better, I can help other people. Just simple techniques here to help people to get through it. Because it's the getting through it part is difficult. Because if you don't try to help yourself, you can stay in that place of depression, and we don't want that. So I'm here to help other people, and I will be doing a seminar and giving details in a future video. Practice self-love, which is important. That's the last point I want to make here, is practicing self-love. Love on yourself, because who can love you if you don't love yourself? It's important not to be in love with yourself, but to love yourself and know that you need to heal your mental health and your physical health. Take walks, take in nature. The weather is getting better now. Get outside. Don't stay in too much. Stay in when it's necessary. If really feeling overwhelmed, but don't make a habit of it. And just like I said, one day at a time. My mom used to always tell me, when life throws you lemon, make lemonade. So do little things, and eventually, I promise you, once you start doing those steps little by little and you put that into action, I promise you things will get better. I can't tell you tomorrow everything is going to be great, because it doesn't work like that. Little by little, as you do the work, you start to feel better and be in a better place. And also remember that your loved ones, your passed over loved ones, would never ever want you to be depressed or to be in a place of depression forever. They want you to embrace life to the fullest and to live it. Live your life. Always keep their memory alive by talking about them, and tell stories of what they did to enhance your life and make you feel better. And if you know of anyone who needs to watch this video to be uplifted, please do so. Because depression, it's okay to be depressed, but it's not okay to stay in that place. We need to grow from these things, and to pay it forward and help others. And that's what I'm doing here with this channel. Shedding love and light, talking about the elephant in the room instead of walking around it, so that we can address it and deal with it and move on. And that's so important in the world that we live in today. So I'm spreading love and light. Please hit that subscribe button at the bottom. I will be doing this on a regular basis, so that you can know when the next video will be here, and so that you can listen, and hit the like button, and please share this video with others. And continue to watch, because in one of the upcoming videos, I will be giving more information about the upcoming seminar. And if you can attend, please attend in person, because the message and the information there is going to be vital. Well, thank you everyone for listening to Lisa's Love and Light channel today. Like I said before, thank you for the support, and continue to share here today. And everyone, today is Good Friday, and it's also the weekend. So remembering Good Friday. And everyone have a great weekend, and I will see you again in a few days. Thank you for being here today. Bye for now.